Give the sense of the season with Pura's Black Friday sale. Enjoy up to 30% off site-wide on curated gift sets, diffusers for home and car, and premium long-lasting single scents. Shop now at Pura.com for a limited time only.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. Like, Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day, yeah?
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Hi, this is Rami Jaffe from the Foo Fighters, and you're listening to Sober Awkward. Woo!
Thanks, Rami. Have you ever woken up on a Sunday morning and said, I'm never drinking again, and then found yourself waving $50 at a barman by happy hour?
Are you wondering why everyone else can stop at 1 while you head to a dodgy after-party with a weird bloke called Disco Dave? If so, it might be time to take a deeper look at your relationship with your reliable social crutch, alcohol.
On each episode, we'll investigate our own dysfunctional dealings with booze and find out if it's possible to stop this deeply ingrained habit before things get too messy.
Yep, we're going to open up a shame shed of humiliating drinking stories to help you understand why waking up from a booze coma each weekend with a kebab sticking out of your top pocket might actually be negatively impacting your health.
Hamish and I are here to delve into what it's like being sober, an unwanted warts and all look into why giving up those cheeky pints or putting down those mummy wines will make you feel happier, help your anxiety and mental health, and turn you into the most sparkly, authentic version of you.
Won't that mean I become boring though, Vic?
Well, Hamish, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Hamish Adams-Cairns.
And this is Sober Awkward. That's a funny little cough, Hamish.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Just before we start the podcast. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh,
you know how people clear their throat to like gain attention of a room?
Yeah.
Like teacher would be like, I can't do that.
I'm going to have to show you what my mum does now. So instead of burping, she does something called I call it the puff, where so she'll sit and have her lunch, so you don't hear her just do a massive belch. She just goes like this.
Oh, it's awful. I've seen people do that, and then you might catch the waft. Yeah. You're like, oh, she's done your crisps, is it? You know?
It's like a lady's burp, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not nice.
But the corner of the mouth sort of opens up, doesn't it? The puff.
I can remember being the age where my granny began farting and not acknowledging it.
Oh, okay, yes.
You know, like she bent down to get something and fart, and you're like, are we gonna just let that one?
I think
we're not gonna smile or like. I feel like I'd be teasing her if I smiled or laughed.
You just got to ignore it.
Just got to sit with the fact that she just cracked one out in front of you. Crack one out in front of
no,
sounds no.
Grannies don't crack them out, Hamish. That's something else.
Sorry.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
We'll leave you with that lovely image.
Oh, may she rest in peace, my grandma.
Oh, God. Oh dear, Hamish.
So I guess a nice place to start, Vic, is to ask you, I know that you obviously blew your finger off on a New Year's Day, but we won't get to that yet. I want to know, have you ever woken up anywhere weird on a New Year's Day?
I have once woken up in a pavilion on Brighton seafront.
Alone?
I never very often woke up alone if I'd been out on a...
Four men?
There was 4 men and a monkey. No, I woke up alone on a park bench once on New Year's Day.
Ah, that is depressing.
Yeah, it was pretty depressing.
Did that turn into a good year? Was it like a bad omen for the year that followed?
Yeah, it wasn't a good time round then. My Brighton years, I thought they were fun, but perhaps they were a little bit seedy. What about you?
One that came to mind for me is Liz and I woke up and refused to accept that New Year's Eve was over. So we headed to Parsley Bay Beach in Sydney, maybe my favourite beach in Sydney.
Okay.
Little trivia question for you there. head to Parsley Bay in Sydney, and we just thought, let's begin a party. So it was a 2-person party,
Right.
which was a lot of fun, but I remember feeling guilty that there was a lot of like families setting up picnics, having that kind of New Year's Day, and we were like rampaging.
Oh God, that's the worst when it's daylight. Do you remember when I pissed behind a lamppost in London when the commuters were all coming past? I thought it was still night, and then I kind of came to and was like, morning.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Good. Anyway, Hamish, here we are in the Sober Awkward studio, i.e. Fred's pissy bedroom.
Oh, I wonder where he gets it from.
Yeah, it's not much of an upgrade, is it, hey?
It does smell worse than a public toilet at Glastonbury here.
I know. Luckily on podcasts you can't smell us, well, yet, which is probably a good thing. Now, it's New Year's Day, Hamish. Some people that listen to this podcast today are sober. Hello, well done, we love you. You know the colour of Hamish's pants.
What?
Why I only have 9 fingers and what it's like being sober on New Year's Eve. And being the one person at the party who remembers why your mate Dangerous Darren got arrested last night.
I'm actually not wearing pants today.
Oh.
It's my New Year's resolution for this year. Bareback all the way to 2025. My plan with it is that it will toughen up the skin of my testicles. That's the real plan.
That is way too much information.
Well, I know. Well, that's why I say I'm just go bareback all year. If they ask why, here's my testicles today, soft. At the end of the year, I'll show you them again, tough as a nut.
Oh, excellent. We'll get that photograph of what they're looking
We'll
like.
do it before and after.
Oh, it's another testicles episode of Sober Awkward.
It's all
What
content.
a surprise.
It's
What a
all content.
surprise. Oh, it just so happens that we happen to be chatting about Hamish's ball bag again. Hurrah! Yeah, exactly. Happy New Year. Good morning, 2024, and good morning, Hamish's testicles that are super soft.
Hello.
Have you got any poppers, Hamish?
Bit of a weird request, but yep, I've got a bottle of that.
Oh, no, not those sort of poppers.
Oh, sorry.
These ones. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Oh, mine didn't go. The string came out.
That's a bad omen.
Oh, that is a bad
It's
omen.
a bad omen.
That's 7 years bad luck,
I've just
isn't it?
thought, if someone's listening to this podcast hungover
Yeah.
on New Year's Day, and then we've let off a popper into a microphone and they're wearing headphones.
Yeah.
I apologise for that, guys.
I apologise for
Sorry
that.
about that.
It's to wake you up and to get you listening.
That's it, to shake you into gear.
Yep.
There'll be a few of you out there today that are hungover and are listening to Sober Awkward for the very first time. If that is you, welcome to the show. You're in the right place. This is a podcast about alcohol, what it does, why we drink, why you might consider the possibility of giving it up. It's also a little bit about my balls. The good thing is that we are here like 2 annoying little knobheads to guide you on this path to getting sober, while still being able to party, stick to boundaries, moonwalk at weddings, and not lose all of your mates.
So we know if you're in the latter, the people that are considering giving up drinking, you're probably feeling like shit right now. You might have been on a bender since Christmas Day. You're feeling bloated after scoffing too many mince pies. The Baileys isn't sitting well in your stomach. You shouted at your Auntie Mavis during a game of Trivial Pursuit for no reason. And you made a tit out of yourself last night at the big New Year's Eve shindig. Whatever. You've woken up questioning if alcohol is really working for you anymore. You've probably Googled, am I an alcoholic? And are pondering what to do next. Well, we are here to answer the questions that are banging around in your anxiety-riddled little head.
I must say, if anyone's actually listening to this on New Year's Day, huge respect.
Yes.
I would have taken me until like the 2nd, 3rd, 4th or 5th of January to go, okay, now I'm feeling okay enough to plug headphones in and listen to a podcast like this.
Yeah, because you were in your turmoil of the hangover to even consider anything but a pepperoni passion from Domino's. Yeah.
And the 6-hour Netflix binge in your boxes.
Yeah.
So today we're here to hopefully give you some of the answers, to help you make a New Year's resolution that actually sticks for once, tell you where to start, what to expect when it comes to everything sobriety. We know you all missed the Christmas Day episode of Top of the Pops. That really ages us. That,
Yeah, I know it does.
We're going to do a much more depressing version of that. A Mike Reed style top 10 countdown of all those questions spinning in your head. What could be the big New Year's number 1, Vic? Rehab by Amy Winehouse? Because I Got High by Afro Man? Or Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran?
I'm hoping for Sober by Kelly Clarkson, Hamish.
Has she got a song on Sober?
Yeah, she has, yeah. I looked it up, didn't I?
Is it good?
Looked it up on Google.
Is it a good one, though?
No, not really. I don't really like her. Now, just so you know, we are not two righteous tossers. Well, not all the time. We've been there and we have felt like you do right now. I woke up every New Year's Day for 25 years and I promised myself that I would quit booze. My New Year's resolutions were as solid as jelly.
Or as solid as my son's poo after a kid's party.
Exactly. That reminds me, Hamish, it is, we have to say, it is the Stump's birthday today.
It's big, isn't it?
Yeah, would you like to kiss it?
Never.
Go on,
Never.
Go on, kiss it.
I'm not going to kiss you.
Hamish, kiss it.
I'm not kissing.
Oh, God, you've got to kiss it.
Fucking
kiss
stump.
it.
Get your stump out of my face.
It's just skin.
It's too intimate.
It's too intimate. We are in a room on our own.
How
Our partners
is it?
might find it strange if we said that.
If John comes in and I'm seemingly licking your finger.
I can't believe you've denied me.
Has John ever kissed it? Has anyone ever kissed it?
Many people have kissed it, Hamish.
No.
It's a tradition.
How old is it today?
24.
24 years.
So for those that don't know, I blew one of my fingers off on the Millennium Night in Thailand, and it is now the Millennium Stump. So yeah, that was one of my famous drinking injuries, Hamish.
We should put a bow tie on it. We should do something for it.
We can draw a little face on it if you want.
Do you want to put the shell of my popper on it?
Oh yes, I'll put the popper like it's a little hat.
It's just
there it is
fallen
down
off.
there. Oh, the Stump has a hat. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I'll take a photo of that and share it with our minions.
Lovely.
It is a tradition now for everybody on New Year's Eve to kiss the stump, Hamish.
My New Year's resolution is not to kiss any stumps this year. I've had my fill of stump kissing.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, why do we have this odd tradition of making promises we know we're going to break on this day anyway? I can't believe the amount of research you've done on this particular thing.
I know,
by
I'm
the way.
interested.
I'm not sure if any of my resolutions ever lasted beyond February.
Yeah, and February is my birthday month, so all resolutions are made
Okay.
to be broken when you're born in February.
So how early in February is your birthday?
11th.
Okay, so if you ever did dry January, would you make it as far as February 11th?
I would never do dry January when I was a drinker. That is not something I would have done, Hamish. Anyway, the ancient Babylonians are said to have been the first people to make New Year's resolutions some 4,000 years ago. They had a massive 12-day religious festival, which probably involved a lot of booze,
Huge
Hamish.
piss up.
They also made promises to the gods to pay their debts and return any objects they had borrowed. That reminds me, Hamish, can I have that $20 back? And I did lend you my hedge trimmer. My front bush is very untidy.
I don't know what you're talking about, Vic. Lovely. Actually, a similar practice occurred in ancient Rome after the reform-minded Emperor Julius Caesar tinkered with the calendar and established January 1st as the beginning of the new year, circa 46 BC. I guess it's Caesar's fault.
It's Caesar's fault. For earlier Christians, the first day of the new year became the traditional occasion for thinking about one's past mistakes and resolving to do better in the future. So making promises and breaking them has basically been going on for fucking ages. So don't feel bad. No shame here on Sober Awkward. Even if those smart aqueduct building Romans were doing it.
What, the Romans invented toilet bleach?
Not aqueduct, Hamish, aqueduct.
Yeah,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ. Anyway, let's get back in time like a Jive Bunny tune. The New Year's Day hangover. Oh, that's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah.
It was always one of the worst for me. I remember making promises to myself on that day. I must cut down. I mustn't get blackout drunk. I must stop waking up on waltzers. But then my hangover would dance off into the sunset with one of those pepperoni pizzas, Hamish, and a can of iron brew. And I'd be doing a swan dive on a dirty dance floor a week later.
I don't think I've ever drunk iron brew sober or not hungover.
Same.
It's built for hangovers.
And Lucozade.
Yeah, Luke's, yeah.
And
Well,
milk. And milk. Mine was milk,
Oh.
remember? I used to down a pint of milk.
If this is your first time listening to the podcast, Vic would be hungover, go to McDonald's,
Yep.
order a milk,
Yeah.
and drink it by herself.
Yeah, sat at the table in my dressing gown.
I can just hear them judging you.
Glug, glug, glug.
I also never considered giving up forever, despite those hangovers. Actually, with the dry January thing, I can remember going, well, I drunk until 3 a.m, so January's fucked anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, true.
Why bother?
True, you've entered into the new era.
Yeah. So even though I hated those hangovers and I felt like shit all the time, I still carried on. One of the issues is that New Year's Day is a public holiday.
Yes.
Which is always a good excuse for a piss up. So sobriety wasn't an option for me because I knew I hadn't reached rock bottom. I didn't have an issue as such, and I just drank because that's what everyone else seemed to do. So I felt like sobriety was not something that was built for me. That's built for people who have really got problems.
Yes, of course. Me too, Haim. But we're going to teach all those hungover people out there today that alcoholism is a spectrum. If you're sitting in your bed questioning your behaviour last night, you sit on that spectrum. Everybody does, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you're an alcoholic as such. It just means it might be worth taking a closer look at your drinking habits. So this is a good place to start, Haim. Let's answer the questions. Let's start the countdown. Here we
I
go.
thought we should have background music.
Oh, actually, let's leave a space there for a bit of music, I think.
Yeah, Oh, do we need music?
Yeah,
We've got that.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit like the soundtrack to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
And we'll get to the $25,000 question.
Yeah, don't phone a friend though and go on New Year's Day, do you think I'm an alcoholic? Because the likeliness is after your behaviour last night that they're going to say yes.
Yeah, that's
but we don't care about that word, Hamish, do we?
We're not into that word.
So coming in at number 10, am I an alcoholic? Some people don't like labels. So if you don't like this one, don't use it. You can be sober curious instead. Someone questioning your alcohol intake, that is all you need to be. Or you could be an ex-drinker, a sober warrior, an ex-pint thief. It doesn't really matter. The words you use are up to you. I just say I'm sober and that's enough. I probably was an alcoholic because alcohol had lots of negative impact on my life, but I find the term conjures up the wrong image of who I am, so I don't use it. What about you, Hamish?
Well, on the reverse side of that, the words I am an alcoholic can help someone identify their problem and seek out some support for it. Because it's a frightening phrase.
Yeah.
I think people can use it on themselves to sort of give themselves that shock that they need to actually take action. That's why some people do use it for the good. Basically, though, it's completely up to you. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. There is a whole community out there of people who are not alcoholics but sit somewhere on that spectrum. I did not know these people existed, Vic. It was like peering behind the door that I'd never been behind, see a huge community of people who are sober curious or gave up without a problem.
I think that's a lie, Hamish, because I imagine you peer from behind doors quite a lot.
That I am familiar with.
Yes.
But usually just bathroom doors.
And peeking through curtains.
Yes.
Yes, I can imagine.
I'm a peeker.
And hiding in public toilets, do you do that as well?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Those are all terms and phrases I'm comfortable using about myself.
They're your labels.
Yes.
Yeah. Perv.
That's what I identify myself. I'm a perv and that's fine. Don't perv shame me. Not on this podcast.
Perv, it's so old school, isn't it? Oh, he's a bit of a perv.
Have you met the neighbour? Don't, he's a perv.
A pervert.
If you kick your football over the fence, don't go get it. Gary's a perv.
Have you got Gary's number? Oh, so yeah, finding a community is really important. Sometimes you might need to label yourself for a day to find out where that community is. For example, I found the term sober curious when I read Ruby Warrington's book, and that opened up a whole community of people. And that was a term that I really, really enjoy because it's like a warm hug. It's not as scary as that alcoholic one.
And the last thing you want is to feel lonely in this. It can be lonely going sober, so the more people you can surround yourself with who do the same thing, the better. But whether you consider yourself an alcoholic or not, remember that you don't need to be what society considers an alcoholic to give up. In fact, you will find it so much easier to go sober before you develop a problem with booze.
I did see something on Instagram yesterday that said, though, if you are Googling, am I an alcoholic? The chances are that you are, or that you do have an issue with alcohol because you're wanting to change. That's all this is about. This is what Sober Awkward is about people that want to change and want to know how to change.
Coming in at number 9.
Coming in at number 9, Hamish.
It feels like we're doing the Radio 1 chart show. It's
I love
a childhood dream of mine.
Yeah.
Number 9, should I get support?
Yes, is the answer to that. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A sober course, AA, a therapist, a mate, your GP, an online community, as we said. We have a free one, cuppa.community. Go to that. Just do something so you're not going through this alone, like Hamish said.
Yeah, I went cold turkey, but that was because I didn't have an addiction as such. This is different for everyone. What did it for you, Vic? What helped?
I actually sought out just a local therapist, Hamish, that dealt with addiction. I knew I had a problem with alcohol, even though I was just a party girl. I knew that it was having this impact on my life. So I just found a lady that lived locally and I went to see her for 12 weeks to unravel the reasons why I drank in the first place. And I think it's really important to find out the reasons why you drink and the reasons why you continue this pattern if it's having impact. So if you are someone that might be more severe or might be further down on the alcoholism spectrum, you might need more than some Quit Lit and a few podcasts to kick this off. You could go and see a doctor before you stop. Alcohol withdrawal symptoms are hazardous and there is risk of seizure. So be sure to implement the right help for your level of the problem.
New year, new you, right? If getting sober is at the top of your resolution list, then listen up. What is the first step you need to take to achieve this goal?
This is something Hamish and I get asked all the time, and we're always happy to recommend that you work with Sarah Rusbatch.
Sarah is a grey area drinking coach who has successfully helped thousands of women free themselves from alcohol.
We believe that the success of Sarah's course lies in the fact that she focuses on community connection, education and mindset.
So many of the women make lifelong friends in these challenges and connect with a tribe who support and cheer for them along the way.
January is always Sarah's biggest and best challenge. Wherever you are on this sober journey, this course caters to you all.
Plus, as a Sober Awkward listener, you can make the most of a huge $159 discount. Just use the code AWKWARD, that's in capitals, AWKWARD, at sarahrusbatch.com to grab your place.
The challenge starts on the 8th of January and you can sign up anytime using this code before the 5th. If you want to change your relationship with alcohol, head to sarahrusbatch.com. That is really important to say.
Within the first week of me getting sober, I read Sober Curious, which you just mentioned too, and then I delved deep into the research of what alcohol was for this podcast. I think a lot of us are very naive to this thing that we call alcohol, and doing a mad amount of research, I kind of feel like I know too much
Yes,
now.
yeah.
I've peered behind the door again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I've got my peersies on.
I've snuck into the house at night.
That's it. I've got my wig on and my outfit. I've gone in incognito and I'm peering behind the doors.
Your little leather outfit.
Yeah. And I found out a bit too much. I also had the benefit of having just become a dad. So every day I had this laser sharp focus of my motivation smiling and pooing on me every day.
Yes, that is good
It's a good
motivation.
reminder. It's a
Yes,
good little
good reminder.
reminder.
I mean, having kids, you can find out the reason why you drank, and you can also, during that period, find out the reason why you want to continue not to drink. And for Hamish, it's having a kid. And for me, it was actually my kids as well. I wanted to be a better mum for them. So having a reason why you want to continue on this path is going to be really good for you at this point as well. So
like
maybe write those down today, wouldn't you say,
It
Hamish?
almost sounds like we're saying to people who are listening who don't have kids,
Have kids.
go have sex.
Yeah.
And 9 months from now, your sobriety will
You've
be
got
breezy.
a reason. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't want kids, don't have kids just for this
No.
purpose.
Also, no one wants to have sex with you and you're hungover on New Year's Day
No.
with last night's breath and all that.
Right, what's coming in at number 8, Hamish?
How do I tell my friends what I'm doing? This is a big one.
It's a biggie.
For me, there was no real tactic behind this. There is no secret language that you can use. I just said to them, I'm going sober. I said originally that it was for a year. I could also say it was for this podcast, which is quite a unique thing that I could use as an excuse.
Yeah, perfect excuse.
But I was actually surprised by how little kickback I got from my mates. And I was the normal drinker in my circle of mates. I was not the biggest pisshead. I was average. Like, I clearly didn't have an issue within my circle of mates. I thought they'd be like, what, you? Like, these 9 mates of ours are much worse. Why are they not giving up and you are? But I didn't give my friends the credit that I should have done. They were just quite supportive from day one.
I think we read recently a stat, Hamish, where it's something like now 91% of mates, even acquaintances, will not give you hassle when you say to them, I'm giving up drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
It's
incredible.
It's not big an issue, is it?
No, it's not as big an issue as you think it's going to be.
No.
If you say to a mate of yours, drinking isn't working for me anymore, it's not making me feel good, my hangovers are getting bad, I'm getting anxiety, I'm making a tit out of yourself, all of these things, if your mates are your good mates, then they're just going to say, good on you.
Yeah.
And also, they're probably fed up of you, aren't they, as well?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly fed up of drunk you.
I think they'll often find that your mates are relieved. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that people used to have to kind of look after me on a night out, would just be like, oh, thank God she's given up. This is going to be much better. But if you do want to tell your mates, there's some other ways you can do it rather than on a night out where they could be a little bit confronted by your decision. The best thing to do is just to meet for a coffee or a walk or text them. Join the WhatsApp group and say, sorry guys, I'm coming to the event, but just so you know, I'm not going to be drinking. Do it before the event to stop any awkward interactions when it's your round. I think the trick is to own it. The quicker you accept what you're doing, the quicker your mates will. And pretty soon you'll find that some will follow suit and you've all of a sudden got a few sober mates. I think it's important to maybe avoid the mates in early sobriety. If you're making this decision today, avoid the elbow twisters and the red-nosed beer bullies. Like, don't go to those places where the massive boozers are going to be for a couple of months until you feel like you can really handle it.
Coming in at number 7.
Number 7.
Will I feel better straight away? Will my anxiety go away?
For me, my anxiety went away straight away. In the first few weeks, slowly my life and my health began to improve. I think it's interesting, this one, Hamish, because I think some people have huge expectations of sobriety and they can get a bit disappointed. But I think my advice here is just take it day by day, hour by hour if necessary. Just don't put a drink to your lips. You have to keep going to feel the true benefits of sober life. And there were some amazing changes. So you will change straight away. Your skin will start getting better immediately. The bloating will go down too. Your eyes will be brighter. You might start feeling a bit more emotional about everything, but that's okay. Just go with it. After 1 week, you should experience improvements to your sleep cycle, energy levels, mental clarity, anxiety levels, and overall well-being. My anxiety went so quickly. It was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. And I can never go back to that.
I think it's good advice to say don't go in with too many expectations of what that first month is going to look like.
Yeah.
A lot of people experience a dopamine deficit because you get dopamine hit, this sort of happy hormone when you drink regularly. Every time you drink, you get hit dopamine. So when you take it out of your life, some people are sitting in a generally less happy place for a little bit before your body recalibrates. But things like you mentioned, like the skin and the sleep and the eyes, all of that will happen. That is almost, I would say, a guarantee in that first month. But don't go in thinking all of my life's issues will be solved in that first month. Like fundamentally, there was a reason that you drank in the first place. It might be to cover some sort of insecurity. I'm more fun when I drink. I'm better at chatting up the opposite sex, whatever it might be. So take that expectation away. Those things still need to be addressed. There's still a certain amount of work to do, but just trust the process.
Yeah, definitely. Funnily enough, I was chatting to a mate of mine last night. I went round for a barbecue at a mate's house because that's what we do in Australia, go for barbies. And she was saying she'd given up drinking recently for a gut health issue. So she just thought, well, I'm going to try and do everything right for my gut and I'm going to give up drinking. And she went out, and I think it's a really important point to make when we're talking about mates and we're talking about feeling better. She went dancing for the first time. She went to a festival without drinking. And she said to me, I realised it wasn't the drink that was making me feel good. It was actually the music and the people I was with and the weather and the surroundings and my environment, all of this other stuff. She thought it was booze, hitting those happy hormones and setting off that dopamine. But it wasn't. It wasn't the alcohol at the end of the day. And I said to her, that is a really massive realisation, is that you can do everything that you've always done without booze.
Yeah, we give too much credit to the booze.
We do.
Yeah.
So do. Okay. Coming in at number 6, Hamish.
One of the big ones.
Will I ever have sex again?
Your answer?
No.
There you go.
Only joking, but don't worry if there's a short break in the downstairs disco department. You will get your sober, sexy confidence back, especially if you're single. But the most important thing is not drinking at the moment. So if that's what you're going to do, that is your New Year's resolution. Concentrate on that and the other stuff will come along eventually. Also, they say it's not a great idea to date in the first few months because of what rejection and heartbreak can lead to.
Excessive wanking.
Not wanking, Hamish.
Right.
That is a terrible sin. What we really mean is don't worry too much. Everything will happen when it's supposed to, organically or orgasmically. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Well, it depends what. Yeah.
Is that what wanking
Yeah,
is?
I think it's putting pressure on yourself. But just know there probably won't be many one-night stands.
No. I'm married with a 1-year-old, so what do I know about this topic? Of course, it might feel awkward and hyper-aware at first when you first have sex sober, but let me assure you that our listeners are unashamed oversharers, and we get emails all the time about how going sober has reinvigorated people's sex lives.
I know, it's a bit too much information when we get
It's
those
a lot
emails.
of information because I feel like they're thanking us having sex.
Yeah. Thanks, Vic and Hamish. My sex life is so much better since listening to the Sober Aqua podcast.
Isn't it odd?
Yeah. Coming in at number 5.
What do I need to add in once alcohol is taken out? Right. What you need to do is figure out another way of spoiling yourself that isn't booze. Fancy meals that you might be able to afford now that you're not having drinks on your bill. That's something that I've really enjoyed recently. You can now afford regular massages. I reckon we probably spent easily $30 minimum a week on alcohol. Is that fairly liberal?
God, that's very liberal.
That's like... Well, that's
the level of drinker that Hamish was.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would probably spend $200
Okay, so
a
you can
week
get a
on booze.
massage from Gandhi for $200. So give yourself some massages. No, that sounds like wanking again.
Oh, God.
Go and get massages is a nice way of
Give
spoiling
yourself a special 5-finger hand massage.
Didn't need to know the amount of fingers. We both eat a little more chocolate.
4.5.
We both eat a little more chocolate now than perhaps we should do, but it's certainly the better of two evils when compared to alcohol. Use the time you get back to discover something new.
Yeah, try some new hobbies. I know this sounds a bit cheesy for somebody lying in bed with a terrible hangover, but somebody said to me once, what do you do now you don't drink?
Yeah.
And me and Hamish, we always say, well, we do everything else. There's so much in the world when you don't drink and you start to discover all these new interests. Firstly, you find your inner child as well, don't you, Hamish? Like
Always.
you start enjoying the things you used to before you started drinking. I've started pottery. Hamish goes for ice baths. We join sober groups. We exercise. There's sober dating and cooking. Whatever takes your mind off the booze. I think that an important point to make here is you've done drinking. You know, it's time to try something else. I often say to people, I have wandered down the seafront with a traffic cone on my head enough times.
Yeah.
I have danced on dance floors. I have passed out in toilets. I have done all this stuff. It's complete. That's like your mate said. I've completed it, mate. It's done. So think about that for a minute while you're lying in bed. Drinking, you've probably done it for more than 10, 15, 20 years. Maybe that part of your life is over. It's exactly what my sister-in-law, Claire, said. She said, I've done drinking for 25 years. It's time to discover what else is out there.
Coming in at number 4, what if I get cravings?
The fact is, you probably will get cravings. And that can lead people to drink again. But there are techniques you can learn to get past them. You can just sit with them, feel them, and watch them pass through your body. Imagine like having reflux or something you can feel until you can't feel it anymore. Something that passes through you and you just have a cup of tea and get on with it. Emotions and thoughts do pass, and it's interesting to find out how quickly you can get over cravings when you get sober. One of the best tips I ever had was to play the tape forward. If you're thinking about having that one drink, would it be that one drink really? What is the reality of your drinking habit? Is it having one, having two, then having the bottle and then ordering shots? Because I know that it was like that for me. So play the tape forward and imagine, is it actually going to be one drink or is it going to be 10 and end up with you making a tit out of yourself and falling down some stairs? Because that's usually what happens. What is the reality of your drinking habit? Another really good thing is distraction. Walk it out. If you're feeling like drinking again, go for a walk, call a mate, or just put the fucking kettle on.
My advice here is I'm going to recommend a book. Normally, I would recommend your book, Vic, but that comes out at the end of this month. So before that comes out, I still am allowed to recommend books that are not yours. The book I'm going to recommend is called Atomic Habits. In that, you're going to educate yourself on what a craving actually is. Okay, there's quite a lot that you can learn about it to sort of get on top of them. Wait 20 minutes. That's typically the amount of time that a craving sits around, 15 to 20 minutes. Get out of the house, do some exercise, experiment with an alcohol-free drink. I now get the release of a Friday night I now get from an alcohol-free beer. I look forward to it. It's in my fridge. And I whatever craving that I might have for a normal beer, alcohol-free beer seems to do the job for me. It doesn't work for everyone, but for me it has certainly worked.
I'm just going to mention Lee Mack here because we interviewed Lee Mack recently, and on that one he said that he can get that same same feeling from a pint of blackcurrant and fizzy water.
Yes.
And you can feel that same release, because also we know that the alcohol doesn't hit your system for 20 minutes. So that feeling of reward that you're getting is actually psychological. So you can have a pint of whatever it is to get rid of that craving and look forward to a blackcurrant and fizzy water if that's going to be your sober drink.
Exactly. Just refocus on your motivations whenever a craving comes up, or just pop an episode of Us on.
Pop an episode of Us on, some sober relief, some light relief. Oh, it's coming back to wanking again.
It is. It's too much wanking, isn't it, for one episode?
It is way too much. Let's try and stop, okay?
Okay.
Start again.
This will not go well.
Oh, we're up to number 3 already. We've been the whole episode is basically about wanking because we're already at number 3. I don't know why it turns sexual, do you? No. There's no sexual tension in here, just so you know.
No. They did ask me to lick your finger.
True, but that wasn't sexual. That was just more for the joy.
For friends.
Yeah, that was just friends.
Just lick my finger in a friendly way.
Yeah, that was. You can lick friends' fingers. It's fine. Number 3, does this have to be forever?
Okay, so I'm going to start this off by quoting Ziggy Alberts, who was an amazing guest on this podcast. So what I've struggled with is I thought I can give up for a year. I can do a finite amount of dates. And the good thing about doing a finite amount of dates is that you are counting down the number rather than counting up the number. For me, the idea of giving up forever just seemed like too big a thought. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It was a bit frightening. And he talked about this idea of giving up indefinitely rather than forever. So forever, again, I guess till the day I die, you're counting down. Indefinitely is just, I can definitely do today, I can definitely do tomorrow, and we'll just see how it comes. And that unlocked something in my mindset. I was like, I can be sober indefinitely. I don't know if I can be sober forever, but I can certainly do indefinitely.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Hamish. What a brilliant piece of advice. I would say for me, though, because I was more of a problem drinker than probably Ziggy and Hamish here. So I recommend that if you are really questioning it, then it could be a yes. It probably means you shouldn't be doing it if you're questioning it. And if you try moderation, you still have that shall I, shan't I head fuck going on. There are so many benefits to being sober long-term, Hamish, forever for me. You just get happier with every year. I know that you will too, Hamish, so it'll be interesting to see whether your indefinite turns into forever. I'd be interested.
It's interesting because for me, the idea of forever was frightening, whereas you, the idea of forever was a relief, wasn't it? The first time you're like, oh, okay, this is not just for a month or for a year. Like, you were able to relax into it because of the indefinitely.
Yes.
The indefinitely of it.
Yes. I think the fact that it was forever for me was the total freedom from it.
Yeah.
Freedom from every aspect of it, the going out and having to do it, the having to buy it, the way that I acted. I just could leave this whole persona that I'd created in the past and start afresh. Like people lying in your bed at home today with that hangover, there is opportunity for change. And as part of this process, I never knew that humans were capable of evolving in their own lifetime. And now this is going to sound righteous and wanky and smug, but I just thought I was a drinker. I thought I was that forever, not this person that I am now. I'd kind of got stunted and I couldn't think beyond the bottle. For many, many, many years, I thought that's who I was. But it turns out I could evolve. And that's what therapy helped me do. It made me understand who I was, who I wanted to be, and how to put that into action.
That's it.
Yeah,
it's a lot about separating yourself from your identity.
Yes.
I'm a drinker. All my mates know that I'm a drinker.
Yeah.
I'm fun Vic. I'm the party girl. So yeah, it's very important to rediscover a new identity for yourself and not be so wedded to it. Like, oh, it's too big a thing. I can't not drink. I'm the pisshead in my group.
Yeah, so you have to leave the pisshead in the past, basically.
That's it.
Yeah, on a curb, crying outside a dodgy nightclub.
Number 2, and this could be number 1. This is arguably one of the biggest things in drinking.
I know.
Or in sobriety.
Go for it.
Is sobriety boring?
Oh, it's such a good question, isn't it?
It is the biggest reason people don't go sober, and it is the biggest reason I would argue that people go back to drinking once they've tried sober.
Yeah. I would say it can be boring. We're going to be honest with you on here. compared to your old life, those drinking escapades, you know, I used to go out on a Friday night and come home on a Monday. Like we'd go mushroom picking on the Downs, and then I'd be in Luton, or then I'd be in Ireland. Like my drinking was eventful. Stuff would happen, injuries, assaults.
You don't punch as many people now.
I don't punch as many people now. So stuff would happen which I thought made me sort of exciting and interesting. But actually it was really detrimental to my own health, mental and physical. So when you give up drinking, not having any of that chaos in your life can be really, really hard. A really good analogy that I had in early sobriety, I've told it on the podcast before, but it's important to say it here, was when my therapist said to me, like, imagine you're on a roundabout at a kid's park and everybody you know is on it and it's spinning and everyone's drinking and shouting and laughing and there's music and it's spinning around and you're on it and you're laughing too. She said, imagine now stepping off, just stepping off the roundabout and being an observer. And I was like, what? I can step off. And it felt liberating. I stepped off, and that's what sobriety is for me. I've stepped out of the chaos. And for some, that may seem boring, but for me, it just represents absolute contentment. Yeah.
I'm going to answer this question with a question, which is very woo-woo. So people say, isn't sobriety boring? Well, I would say, isn't drinking also sometimes boring?
Very.
Aren't hangovers boring?
Yep.
Spending entire holidays in pubs and bars instead of seeing the place that you're on holiday.
Yeah, making memories.
I feel like I'm full of energy now. I've got way more time on my hands, which is not boring. I'm more present with my friends and family. I'm trying to make a positive impact on the world through this podcast and helping people in any way I can. So I would say it's not boring. Your life is going to be full of ups and downs, boring days and exciting days. And I don't think that giving up drinking necessarily changes that too much.
Yeah. There is a bit of FOMO in sobriety. Like you feel like you're missing out on stuff. And I think it's important to do things that you never did before, like we talked about earlier, the hobbies, and fill those spaces with stuff so you don't feel like you're missing out. In fact, you feel like you're doing more than your mates. I feel like I do more than most people I know that drinks. I go to clubs and different stuff. And I think it's really important to fill that time.
Our mornings are fun now.
Our mornings are fun.
Not a lot of fun mornings when I was drinking.
No. And you've got to reframe that word boring. Is boring, you know, is that just because you're not going out, or is boring now that you actually feel good and you feel happy with yourself and you have boundaries and you have clear skin and you take care of yourself now? And boring is actually cool, Hamish.
Well, somebody said to me that going sober meant that they sit somewhere between 5 out of 10 and 8 out of 10 all the time.
Okay.
Was that when they were drinking, it was like 1, 2, 10, 9, 1, 2, 10, 5. And I was like, okay, that's... And some people think, well, that's boring. I want to have the 10s and they're worth the 1s. I don't think it is anymore.
Because you spend a lot of time when you're drinking is chasing a high, like you do with any drug. And you think, well, this first drink is going to make me feel better. And of course it does momentarily, but then you're chasing that high and you spend your whole night feeling anxious because you're trying to get drunk and trying to get rid of the anxiety you're feeling. Yeah. So all of that takes up a lot of space in your brain. You end up being preoccupied by alcohol. And you are having these ups and downs. But actually, when you stop, the preoccupation goes, you have space in your brain for other stuff. And that wiggly line that you're talking about, it becomes a flat line. Now, that isn't death. That's actually you just feeling more happy, more content and more solid, more confident when you go out. All of these incredible things happen to you. It takes time and it takes work, but it is so worth it.
The last thing I'll say on boring is, you know, when you have a night out, and it is a boring night out, and you're like, let's get a round of shots in. Like, let's make this boring night better by all getting stepping up the drinking.
Yeah.
Which rarely worked.
Never worked.
When you're sober now and a party gets boring, and most parties eventually get boring, you can just leave.
Just leave.
You can drive if you want to drive.
You can drive.
Backdoor it. It's the best thing about going sober is just tapping out when a party starts to turn shit.
And I think a lot of it is about that social confidence, because a lot of us, we drink because it's almost expected of us. And actually having the confidence to go to a party and then say, right, I'm out, I'm done, this is boring, and leave at the point where you actually want to, there's nothing more badass than that.
For sure. Number one.
Here we go.
Here we go. It is, can I really do this?
Well, You know what our answer's going to be, don't you?
No, you can't. Give up.
No, you can't. Stay in bed and drink tomorrow. I think my answer has to be, Hamish, if I can do it, you can
That's
too.
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Someone like me who was a massive party girl, it was ingrained in every single part of me. Every bone in my body was destined to be a binge drinker, a ladette and a party girl. I never thought that I could look outside that. I had to gather my tools, which were podcasts, Quitlit, a therapist, tea, lint balls, early bed, all of these things that I've had to learn to step into this new version of me. And I've done it. And I've done it for 5.5 years. It's the best decision I've ever made in my life. I didn't know that I could evolve. I didn't know I could change. And I didn't know that there was a whole other life waiting there for me. And that I could be a more present mum. And I could, do all the things that I imagined I could never do a podcast, write a book. It's all come because of sobriety, Hamish. This will happen to you too. You will change, and it might be painful at first, but it will be wonderful.
Of course you can give up. There is so much support in place for this. We did an episode about gambling addiction earlier in the year, and they talked about gambling addiction. There's not a lot of support out there. Alcohol, there are the books, the podcasts, AA groups. There is so much content on this for free for you to reach out for if you feel as if you need it. You might stumble a few times along the way, but don't beat yourself up about it. The wagon is waiting right next to you if you fall off. Don't let one slip up allow that wagon to drive away from you forever. You can do it, and you'll be part of an enormous team. The reason I say that is New Year's Day has to be the most popular day for people to go sober globally.
Yeah, so go on today and join our Cuppa community. It's free. It's a place where you'll meet other people doing exactly what you're doing. We've both experienced huge changes in ourselves since giving up alcohol, all positive. I know it feels hard to get your head round it today, but don't think too far ahead. Just do today. Try going out without a drink. Challenge yourself. Give yourself permission to treat your body with respect. Stop doing what everyone else is doing and be a rebel. We have, and we couldn't be happier.
The mindset that I would encourage you to attack this with is why not? What have you got to lose from giving this a try? Experiment. Get out of your comfort zone. I guarantee that after a month of doing this, you will notice your life is the same, if not much better. You will miss it less and less as you grow more. So test yourself and make this your best year yet.
What are your 3 New Year's resolutions, Hamish?
Okay, so I'm going to try and get a little bit better at surfing.
Okay, yep.
I am as bad at surfing as you are at Japanese. Sex. John reassures me. Yeah. I'm as bad at it.
Oh, have you met my wife?
Yeah.
She's rubbish at sex.
Yeah, Stumpy, the one with bad sex. So I'm going to try and get a bit better at surfing.
You're too gangly for surfing, aren't you?
I know.
Yeah.
That's it. So I look even ganglier on a surfboard. I'm like white because of the sun cream.
Yes.
I have an English accent. I'm gangly. I'm bad. I'm so clearly British.
Yes.
Amongst a group of Australian surfers.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
So I'm going to try and fit in a bit better.
I think you should, get some longboard shorts and a mullet. You'll be fine.
That's what I need, yeah. I'm going to try and continue to put the hard yards into making this podcast as successful and wide-reaching as possible. And I'm going to challenge myself to get out of my comfort zone on a regular basis.
Yep.
What about you? What are your
great
3?
ones. I want to make sure that my work doesn't take over from spending time with my kids.
Okay, so I'm going to work hard and you're going to take the foot off the pedal.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, nice.
Sorry, I'm just informing you of that now.
That sounds fair.
I think it's easier to tell you my changes on the podcast so that you don't get upset with me.
Good.
You have to react in a positive way.
That's it.
I'm going to try not to get anxious about events that I should be looking forward to. You know I'm terrible at that. I'm going to not roll my eyes as often at my husband when he doesn't get my jokes, which is quite a lot.
Daily?
Daily, at least, yeah. I'm like, look at this meme. Ha ha ha. He's like, I don't understand.
Do you blame your jokes or his sense of humour?
Definitely his sense of humour, yeah. And I'm going to get my bush trimmed on a more regular basis. Yeah.
By a professional?
No, I'm going to get your hedge trimmer back that you've got.
Oh, Liz will do it.
Oh, Liz will do it. Okay. So, yeah, she's got it again.
Here I am kissing your stump and Liz is trimming your bush.
Yeah.
Is that where we are now
That
as a
is
group
where we
of
are.
friends?
That's where we are, yeah.
Okay.
I also, as you do, Hamish, want to make the podcast more successful.
No, you just added that. Now you're feeling guilty.
I will want to make the podcast as successful it can be and help as many people as I can. No, I do, though. That's actually true.
Now you want to trim the bush. Stop bushing.
Yeah, it's just about the bush. Let's have a quote. Every year you make a resolution to change yourself. This year, make a resolution to be yourself.
Oh, that's nice. Anthony Robbins says, New year equals a new life. Decide today who you will become, what you will give, and how you will live.
Yeah. Let's not do that one.
Mad.
Because Anthony Robbins as well, that's a bit culty, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite like him though. Anthony,
Yeah.
I feel like he's just Tony.
You can like him, but don't like him too much or give him any money because I think he's
Okay.
rich enough already.
The other one.
Go
the
on.
other one.
Hey!
The last one is from David Bowie. He says, I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring.
That is just perfect. We should add that as our sober, awkward quote, shouldn't we? Our slogan.
steal
Yes.
it.
Yeah, we'll steal it from Bowie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say he's dead.
He's not around to complain.
He's not around to complain. I'm going to read it again for the people lying in bed just before we go. I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring. And we promise it won't be boring too, don't we, Hang?
No, that's it. Join us every Monday, every Thursday.
Join us.
And we will keep you in a little friendly cult.
Yes.
After about 6 months, we'll start asking you for money.
Yeah.
And then we'll come visit you and force ourselves on you.
We are... We are wearing white robes sat here,
That's
aren't we?
it,
Yeah.
that's it.
With little holes in various places. That's the sort of cult you're in now. The sober cult.
That sounds a decent cult to be in.
We're in, where are we? We're in Club Rami.
We're
No,
in Club Rami.
we're in Club Rami.
Hashtag Club Rami.
Hashtag Club Rami, where things have gone a bit
Hashtag
a bit
calamari.
loose.
Hashtag calamari. Who's awkward and sober now? I mean, come on.
we're in
Hashtag Club Rami, not hashtag calamari.
we're in Club Calamari.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm changing the post-its right now.
If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
They have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the document.
Make holiday gifting easy with Pura's Black Friday sale. Take up to 30% off site-wide, including curated gift sets, diffusers for home and car, and single scents that make perfect stocking stuffers. For a limited time at Pura.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Hey friends, it's Nikayla from the podcast Side Hustle Pro. I'm always looking for ways to entertain my kids without screens, and the Yoto Mini has been a total lifesaver. My kids started using it right away and haven't stopped since. Hours of stories, music, podcasts, and more at no screens or ads. Now through December 1st, Yoto is having its biggest sale of the year. Check out yotoplay.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really
Yeah.
depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Yeah, go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Yeah, buy another one.
Yeah.